The Clever Boy and the Wise King.
Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between green hills and flowing rivers, there lived a young boy named Arjun. He was an inquisitive 12-year-old, always curious about the world around him. Although his family was poor, his parents had instilled strong values in him: honesty, respect, and kindness. Arjun would wake up every morning, help his mother with chores, and then run off to the village school. His best friends, Meena and Ramu, would eagerly wait for him near the big banyan tree. Together, they would walk through fields of wheat and sugarcane, listening to the chirping of birds and the rustling of leaves. One day, a royal announcement reached the village. The wise King Virendra, who ruled the kingdom from a magnificent palace in the city, was planning to visit their village. Excitement buzzed through the streets as people began preparing to welcome the king. There was also a rumor that the king would hold a contest and reward the winner with gold coins. When the day of the visit arrived, the villagers gathered in the open ground near the temple. King Virendra, a dignified man with a warm smile, addressed the crowd. "My dear people," he began, "I am here not only to meet you but also to test your wisdom. I will pose a riddle. Whoever answers it correctly will receive a bag of gold coins." The villagers murmured in anticipation, and Arjun's eyes sparkled with excitement. He nudged his friends. "I'm going to try." The king spoke again. "Here's the riddle. I am something that grows but needs to be smaller to be useful. What am I?" Many villagers tried to answer. Some guessed tree, others said fruit, but the king shook his head each time. The atmosphere grew tense as no one could find the answer. Arjun thought deeply, and then an idea struck him. He stepped forward confidently. "Your Majesty, I think the answer is rice. When rice is grown, it's big, but to be useful, it needs to be dehusked and made smaller." King's eyes sparkled with admiration. "Young boy, you are indeed correct. Rice grows in the field, but to be edible and valuable, it must be processed and made smaller. You have solved my riddle." The crowd cheered, and Arjun's friends hugged him proudly. The king handed him the bag of gold coins and patted him on the back. But more than the coins, Arjun's heart was filled with pride and joy. As Arjun walked home, he passed by an elderly farmer struggling to carry a heavy sack of grains. Arjun offered to help, and while walking, he learned that the farmer was struggling to make ends meet after a poor harvest season. Touched by the man's plight, Arjun handed over the bag of gold coins to the farmer, saying, "Take this, uncle. Use it to take care of your family and fields." The farmer was moved to tears and blessed Arjun for his kindness. When the villagers heard of this, they praised Arjun for his selflessness, saying he had a heart even bigger than his wisdom. News of Arjun's kindness reached the king, who was deeply impressed. The following day, the king returned to the village and called Arjun to his side. "My child," said the king, "not only are you wise, but you also have a golden heart. To honor your kindness, I am giving your family a piece of land and appointing you as a young advisor to the palace. We need wise and generous people like you for the future of our kingdom." Arjun was overwhelmed with joy, and the villagers celebrated his achievements. From that day on, Arjun worked hard to make his village a better place, while also learning from the king at the palace. Conclusion. Arjun's story spread far and wide, inspiring people with the message that wisdom, kindness, and humility are the true treasures in life.